Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. Welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. Now, this is a very particular message. Obviously, the title probably would have caught your attention, but the first thing I wanted to delve straight into is some of the channeled messages. During the dream state, divine feminines are probably seeing a major occurrence come into alignment. So basically, what I'm seeing here is there is an incredible clearing because we're in that last astrological sign of Pisces, and everything that is not going to be for you in this next cycle, not in alignment with your highest timeline, will be shed from you at this time. And some of you may be healing mother wounds. Now, it's obviously going to be very specific to you. If you wanted a personal reading and connect with me energetically, I'm currently working on my website, but in the meantime, connect with me at divinesacredtarot@gmail.com. But what I'm seeing is this is almost like a process of something you're seeing, something you're listening to, something you're hearing, coming together just before you go to sleep or just before you wake up. Within the dream state, you are going to almost line up all the dots from the past, from the present, and in relation to your twin flame, so you can truly understand what has happened and what has held you back from moving forward in many, many other connections, as well as different types of relationships and situations in work. So it's made you who you have become, but also you have been chosen to release the past so more can come in. And so basically what I'm seeing is the mother wounds that may be coming up right now, you are shedding things, especially in the Pisces season, you're shedding things post-meditation, you're probably sleeping like a lot, like in terms of REM sleep is increasing specifically. And this is just saying that when you're signaling you're independent, you're self-sufficient, you're individual, actually allow yourself to embody that. And that doesn't mean that you won't be desired, that you won't be loved. And this is a reminder to a lot of divine feminines who kind of like are unsure why their divine masculine likes them. I mean, I'm really lucky that I've I asked my divine masculine on different occasions, and I remember him messaging me what I meant to him, which is really sweet. And for some reason, this is an additional message actually to say, when you are connecting with yourself, when you're connecting with your higher self, and you're connecting with why is it certain memories come into the forefront of your state of consciousness? It's because you have been given the opportunity to assess this and understand that the mirroring is happening. So not only are you healing the wounds of your past, you're digesting the thoughts, feelings, emotions, the actions, you're going through this huge shift of transformation in the world, that you're not the old person as you were, because you're now vibrating on a different frequency and a different light source. And actually, it's saying that you get to own this divine feminine energy, this fierce queen who is independent, self-sufficient, but is able to open their heart and accept the divine masculine as they are whenever that energetic frequency aligns. And that is what we're seeing so far. You're also probably being reminded that if you are going to those messages or remembering certain situations, that's your divine masculine mirroring you. There is a very, very big mirroring energy between the both of you at this time. And basically it's saying you're matching each other's energy. Like if one of you is still, the other person's still. If one of you are constant in activity, the other person's in constant activity. This is highlighting for the divine feminines you are going to be finding joy in playful ways. So you may be called to be a little bit active. So shift your energy around your physical space, tap into your passion projects. And even if you're thinking, oh, I'm obsessing over my divine masculines, or you could be in the group that are totally in sync, totally in harmony, and you're so aligned with what each of you are doing, but you don't even care about the validation anymore. So you are where you are and you're in complete surrender regarding your divine masculine. And that's pretty much the collective that I'm reading for today. But there are those who are still in that obsessive thinking about the divine masculine. Have a look back at the old divine feminine readings. I suggest, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and comment if you can, because this is an energy exchange. So in order for you to receive these energies, amplify it, going out to more people, and tapping into your energy through these interactions actually amplifies the message to others. So if you're finding that this energy is bright, it's light, it's powerful, it's cheerful, that's because the collective who are listening to this are tapping into that energy within themselves. So we want to amplify that for the collective. That's why we're here, right? We're not just here to be in solitude and then be in union in solitude. We are here to expand the consciousness of the masses so we can heighten the vibration of love. Some of you are going to be receiving messages from your spirit babies. It could also be angelic team, spirit realm babies, guardian angels. But for some of you, what I'm seeing is your spirit babies are coming into your energies in your dreams. They may represent your younger self, but it also could be your younger self is needing your support and wisdom at this time. What was the other message? Right, the other message that I also wanted to add was the divine had reminded me, funnily enough, that when we are asking for signs, we tend to forget what the signs mean. So this is in regards to divine masculine sending divine feminine signs. Like, some of the signs may be pretty obvious, but what I'm talking about now, for those of you who resonate so far in this message and haven't clicked off, is because there's a bigger meaning behind it. So what I mean is, in this element of receiving signs, what is the sign meaning to you? So, as an example, I just posted a short on Instagram channel, and basically I was out for a walk and I'd asked my divine masculine, are you near me? Are you around me? I haven't really proactively been visualizing him, but through this state of surrender, I just feel like I'm in a good place, but I felt his energy. I don't know, it's unexplainable. It just came up, right? So what I'm seeing is 1333 as I'm recording this message. But basically what I'm seeing is, when you're asking for a sign, pay attention to your thoughts, vibrations, energies, emotions. Like, just when I said it's 1333, this is in complete alignment with what I need to give to you. So what are your thoughts before the number shows up? What are your thoughts after the number shows up? So some of you may just be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you. But what I'm saying is, you can say, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you. But now you're asking why. And what I'm saying is, when I completely detached from seeing the sign from my divine masculine, I was in the energy of independent, fierce, self-sufficient, high priestess energy, I would probably say. I wouldn't have described it at the time, but that's how I'm describing it now as it's coming up. And then the sign came, as clear as day, right in front of my face. And I did ask for clarity in that way. And then again, when I wasn't thinking about it, but I was thinking, look, it'll happen in its own divine timing, whichever month, years, decades, lifetimes it takes. we will still be together when the time is right. And as soon as I said that, another sign came. And then again, I was like, I feel good. I feel self-sufficient. I feel independent. I feel fierce. I'm moving forward, listening to my higher self. The sign appeared again. So this is where I'm emphasizing this message through spirit on this channel, is just to say, what energy are you in? What energy are you amplifying? And then use those to communicate with your spirit team, with your divine masculine, etc., etc. Okay, so I don't know how long this reading will be because I've got a few questions. So first, we're going to go through the divine feminine energies, then we're going to go through the divine masculine energies. So the first one is, how can we embody the energy of the divine feminine in our daily lives? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. We've got the Sun card. This is talking about embodying the sense of commitment, respect, self-worth, self-compassion, love for yourself. As you're doing this energetically, let's have a look at a card. I didn't expect these cards to come out so quickly. So thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit team. Thank you for our higher selves to be here and allow us to receive these messages for the highest and best good. When we've got the Sun card, it's saying that is our embodiment of the divine feminine energy in our own lives. This is about soul food, soul nourishment, allowing yourself to be in this energy of love. And that is going to be amplified. I'm not even joking. I cut another deck and I've got the Sun card here as well. The Sun and the Sun clarifying one another to amplify that you are in the right place at the right time, listening to the right messages. And all you need to do is cultivate the love and the joy you have for yourself, nourish yourself, give yourself the food for your soul, and allow the divine feminine energy to be amplified, even in this reading. For those of you who are listening to this reading in the future, you have got all the divine feminine and masculine energies amplified in this message. These messages are transferred to other people through the resonance of frequency. So if you're not in the right frequency, you're not going to receive this message. That is just as a matter of fact. If this reading popped up in your timeline, it is a matter of fact that you are supposed to receive the energy that is being transmitted in this message. So let's have a think of what is the aspect of the divine feminines currently seeking expression in our world. What aspect of the divine feminines are currently seeking expression in our world? The Five of Wands, the Seven of Swords. A lot of pain and heartache has come from, like, this is the people who are really tapping into the consciousness of their spirituality. A lot of times they have needed to get rid of the hate, of the anger, of the suppression that divine feminines have had in this lifetime, because what has happened is done and gone, right? The only thing that we can do is look forward and look at it through a new perspective, but also a clever way of upskilling ourselves. So if it's worked, keep doing it, but why not tweak it so it can be an elevated solution? The Five of Wands is here to say you are upskilling yourself. It could be spiritually, it could be emotionally, it could be mentally, it could be physically. Now, we've also got the Seven of Swords because a lot of times you're going to face people who are going to come across your journey who will question your motives, your purpose, your values, your narrative. And sometimes it's good to be questioned so you can either let things go or change them or stick to what you truly desire. So when we're looking at the divine aspects expression into this world, is the only way you can shine your light is to be constantly refined, right? A rock is not rough in water. It's been smoothed over time through the rapid waves and currents over the years. So you're not going to find a jagged rock that has been there for a long time because it's been eroded away, it's being refined. And what this message I'm seeing right now is you are being refined to answer the questions about what your soul purpose is, what your mission is. And it doesn't need to be heavy. It just needs to say, does this feel good? How can you keep following the feel good? Is it harming anyone? Do you need to take a different direction? So, what areas of our lives do we need to nurture and honor? Our feminine intuition and wisdom. What areas do we need to nurture? Okay, this is powerful. We've got the Ace of Wands here. The Ace of Wands for me is all about a new beginning, but this is the Ace of Wands that epitomizes creativity, joy, passion, just so much prosperity and abundance when you follow your joy, which is pretty much why we've got this first card embodying the energy of the divine feminine in our daily lives, the Sun card. How can you embody more joy? Hard work doesn't need to be hard anymore. We were fed that narrative that we need to work hard and we need to do these certain things. That is an old paradigm. The divine feminines who are listening to this and tapping into your intuition and wisdom, you're feeling that, yes, you're taking aligned action. But when you're in this state of flow, things just become easier. And the way you're tapping into that flow is following your gut, following your intuition, following your wisdom. You're nurturing and honoring yourself by every little small decision you make is leading you to a bigger picture and a bigger abundance towards your goals. So how can we balance the energies of the divine masculine and feminine within ourselves and society? How can we balance our divine masculine and feminine energies within ourselves and society? Okay, so two cards wanted to come out, the Five of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm seeing the Five of Swords here really is about, some of you may have been on guard regarding, I don't know, your personal life or things that have happened in work. You probably felt that you needed to have a boundary in work, that you might have experienced quite a bit of loss in your lifetime. This is very resonant to light workers, star seeds, twin flames. Like, life hasn't been quite smooth sailing. Like, you may be in a good place right now. You may be grateful and in this sense of everything has happened for a reason, but that doesn't mean that you haven't had your fair share of conflict, of unfair advantages, of loss, of hollow victories, right? But it's knocks your confidence, it's knocks your self-esteem, it's knocks your self-worth. But basically, this is saying that even though you've had those experiences, the fear of failure is being redefined, reevaluated. Rather than fearing the failure, you're actually going, okay, well, how can I fail forward? How can I fail faster? How can I learn quicker? Because then you're not so much obsessing over the desire to just win, but now you are feeling victorious in the learning, in the lessons, in the moving forward. And the fact is, the Queen of Pentacles is all about that abundant energy in the physical. So merging your both divine feminine and masculine energies in society is between upskilling in a logical, practical way, but finding that higher self wisdom, physical manifestation of abundance, tapping into your pure divine feminine energy along with the divine masculine energy of doing, and alchemizing that into this society. And that's how you're balancing yourselves within these energies. So what role does self-care play in honoring the divine feminine within us? Now, self-care is not just a I don't even know what to say. Spirit is basically saying self-care is not a social media hype. The reason we've got the Sun card here at the beginning, the role self-care. Self-care plays in honoring the divine feminine is for justice for all. We've got the card number 11. Justice card is all about contractual obligations. If you believe in reincarnation and spirit in different forms, you have signed a contract to come onto this earth plane as a spiritual being having a human experience to play the role of honoring your divine feminine within you. And by that, it is saying, yes, you're a nurturer. Yes, you're a creator. Yes, you are a divine wisdom, intuitive oracle for the rest of the world. But the only way you can do that is to take care of yourself. The only way you can honor your divine feminine is to take care of yourself. So self-care is not about going on a spa day. Self-care is saying, you know what? I'm going to leave the dishes right now and I'm just going to sit in stillness. You know what? I'm going to take myself out for a walk. You know what? I am going to watch this show on Netflix. It's only about what you deem as self-care. Fudge what everybody else thinks or does in regarding self-care. It can be free. What I'm saying is honor your own practices of self-care. For me, even though I'm channeling these messages and I feel very heightened energy when I channel, for me, this is a part of self-care. So I get to serve as I'm embodying self-care. The allowance that spirit is enabling me to receive these messages through me to you. Yes, it takes time and effort and dedication and consistency. But for me, self-care is a little bit about service. But that's what I'm saying. It is selective to each and every individual. So let's just think outside the box for a moment and really whittle down what self-care means to honor our own divine feminine. So how can we cultivate a deeper connection with the natural world as a manifestation of the divine feminine? So what is the way we can cultivate this deeper connection with the natural world? I'm going to get an extra card for this, please, Spirit. Can you please clarify? Oh, wow, card already came out. Okay, perfect. Strength. Oh, wow, 9 of Swords. Okay, I don't know. Ooh, okay. More and more cards had flipped, and I had no idea that they flipped. Okay, so how can we cultivate deeper connections with the natural world as a manifestation of the divine feminine? The divine feminine, you are heightening your level of wisdom through taking the time to cultivate your intuition. Nobody else can do this for you. No tarot reader, no psychic, nobody. Not your twin flame. You get to hone in the manifestation between how you connect with the natural world. Now, for some reason, I have earplugs that I listen to podcasts when I go for a walk. But when I had left my parents' house, I left the earbuds and pods there. Now, I could have gone online, ordered myself a new headset, whatever it was. I actually even have another headset I could connect, but I've chosen to cultivate my world, manifesting my desires through going out for a walk without anything. Now, I walk a lot. So for me, I like walking with podcasts. Like I pay for Spotify on purpose. But this is saying to me that the way you're cultivating your self-care is actually deepening your connection to the natural world. And that in turn is honoring the divine feminine within you. It's honoring your, what did I say right at the beginning? If you feel independent, if you feel self-sufficient, if you feel like a goddess, that's who you are. Nobody has a right to dispute that. You get to be whoever you want to be. As long as you believe it truly in your heart and it's not harming anyone, what Why not, right? Then we've got the Nine of Swords here. So it's saying that when we tarnish ourselves, when we lay into ourselves, when we self-deprecate, when we speak negatively to ourselves, even if it's once a day, that once a day is 365 times a year. Now, imagine if you're not being consciously aware of how you speak to yourself. That's going to prevent you from cultivating the deep connection. But we've also got the Ten of Pentacles here. So the Ten of Pentacles is saying that the more and more you dig into nature, the more and more you cultivate your own divine feminine by treating yourself well, the higher and higher you're going to ascend into this material realm of abundance. And that's not even your target. And this is for some people who are like, I would love if that would come around, but I'm also not bothered. I'm in a really good place. This is where this level of surrender comes in, because you'd be happy with it and you're also happy without it. So it doesn't actually matter, but that is deepening your connection with your inner divine feminine. And how can we actually, what messages does the divine feminine have in for us regarding healing and transformation? Well, you know, you're going through a big healing and transformation journey right now. And the fact is, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and the bottom of the deck, we've got the Star card. I love that number 17 card has come out. For some of you, this is your twin flame number. What I'm seeing is the divine feminine is telling us, it's banging on our door until we're going to answer, that this material abundance in every aspect of our lives is knocking on our door. And you know what? If you don't answer, the door is going to be knocked down. This was your wish fulfillment. This has always been a part of the greater plan for you to heal, to transform, to radiate this level of abundance. And what ways can we support the empowerment and elevation of women in the community and globally? How can we elevate and support the empowerment of women in our communities and globally? Well, this is the thing. I'm seeing two different messages. One of the messages is actually saying being active in such a community. So I know a lot of divine feminines who resonate, pardon me, a lot of people who identify with the divine feminines will be listening into these readings. But there are also divine masculines who either identify with as divine masculines or divine feminines who are listening to this reading. Both of you, collective energies, the more we support each other, and I have noticed that some of you are really helping each other in the chat box, do more of that. Like, we're already doing the twin flame journey by ourselves. Probably no one within our vicinity knows what this actually means. And you know what? Like, I don't know about you, but I just don't care to want to explain to others, because it's not for me to explain. It's for me to empower you who are listening. Come into this community globally to support one another from different countries around the world. Like, this is a very unique community. And I know for a fact that social media is not always a nice place to go. But if we can find a community that always lifts us up and we can lift each other up, well, that's a big deal. So the Page of Swords is here to explain and to reiterate that we get to speak up for ourselves. We get to speak up and support the empowerment and elevation of other women and other divine masculines and feminines. So we can tap into our higher selves, but also we can tap into our higher selves when we're supporting one another. So how can we embrace vulnerability as a strength in alignment with the principles of the divine feminine? How can we support, oh, pardon me, embrace vulnerability as a strength? Whoop, okay. So two cards wanted to come out. The Tower. I was going to say the Tower card, actually. Before, I had mentioned some of the mother wounds that we were talking about, some of the healing that the divine feminines are going through. Is Allow those things to humble you. And I don't mean be humble. What I mean is everybody has their own thing going on. If you're having sleepless nights, if you're waking up and you're having these epiphanies, honor them, because we've got the Ten of Cups here. And the Ten of Cups is ideal when it comes before the Ten of Pentacles. But you've now got the Sun, the Star, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups within your reading. The Tower is only here to help you elevate. Find strength in the Tower moments, because it's only going to keep you elevating higher. When you're able to tap into your true divinity, your true essence of divine feminine, more and more abundance will come to you. This is your God-given right in this earth. And what does the rising of the divine feminine signify for the collective consciousness? Oh my gosh. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we got the Six of Cups, reunion. What a beautiful question to end on. And the Four of Swords. You don't need to do everything and be everywhere for everyone. You get to be here for yourself in alignment with the love that you desire, because you are in complete union with your twin flame. Now let's go straight on to the divine masculines. So the divine masculines, how can we embody the qualities of divine masculines, such as strength, courage, and leadership in our lives? How can the divine masculines and the divine feminines embody Seven of Wands? Wow, this is just saying that you can defend yourself against the energies who aren't aligning. And we've got this one card. Oh my gosh, we got the 7-7. So this one card, which is the 7 card, amplifies the message of yin and yang. What I'm seeing, I'm going to keep these cards out and put them on social because they are pretty special. They're very similar in the way that they are aligning with the colors. And what I'm seeing is a 7 of Wands is nothing is going to knock you from your divine path. Divine masculines, who some of you may be a little bit rigid and a little bit slow in your path to enlightenment and ascension, you're on the perfect timeline. Don't dig into yourself. Your divine feminine is giving you grace, space, and patiently waiting for you to ascend in your own time. So nothing has gone wrong. So when we embody those elements of our yin and yang, our strength and courage, our leadership, our softness, our playfulness, our nurturing and nourishment, we're aligning those energies. And that's actually embodying both divine masculine and feminine qualities in our lives. So we can embody that by allowing the divine masculine to go through their own qualities. And you can then be proud that you are epitomizing an independent, fierce, glorious goddess, divine feminine energy, because your divine masculine within you is able to take aligned logical actions when needed. But you're coming from an alchemical yin and yang, light and dark space. What aspects of the divine masculine energy are currently emerging or seeking expression in our world? What aspects of the divine masculine energies are currently emerging? 2 cards. Okay, the divine masculines that are emerging through heartache and pain and the distractions in this world. You know, when earlier I said the divine masculines have been painstakingly going through this ascension because they're being forced to, but I'm seeing 515, 555, maybe a number that you're seeing a lot lately, 15, number 5. The divine masculines need this time and space to hurt. You know, when sometimes women feel like they need to cry, but they need to kind of just let it out. And the only way they can do that is just watch a soppy love movie or a romantic comedy, and they just can cry and then they can move on about it, right? The divine masculine haven't really been given that secret. They haven't been given the grace to understand how much they can honor their feelings. By honoring your feelings, divine masculines, you can be in not a victim mentality, but emerge from your divine masculine energy saying, okay, this sucks. I need to revel in this suckiness. I am going to face all the distractions that have come about and honor myself during these moments and not lay into myself in that way. The current energies that are emerging is pain. It's allowing themselves the freedom to express this pain. What areas of our lives do we need to embrace assertiveness and take divine, decisive action guided by the divine masculine? So this is both for the divine feminine and masculine. The divine masculine energies that are currently emerging is obviously that pain body. They are getting a lot of triggers, ascension symptoms, tower moments, a lot of defeated energy. But the way we need to embrace our assertiveness and take decisive action, and this is guided by the divine masculine, by the way, is to drop the illusion. A lot of divine masculines have been put in this energy that they need to be the breadwinner. They need to be the strong one. They need to hold in their emotions, even though if you watch men watching sports, it's absolutely chaos. But what I'm saying is the old narratives need to be embraced. You need to look past that fog, the mirror, the illusion, because that's what the divine masculines are guiding themselves towards. So they are getting into a higher level of ascension and understanding by saying to themselves and the divine feminines to keep heightening their level of consciousness. You're doing this work together. How can we balance the energies of the divine masculine and feminine within our lives today? The Emperor card and the King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to take both of these divine masculine energies. I feel like the divine masculine energies have been prodded into this level of patriarchy, you know, having to provide, having to be all they need to be. And then they have this pressure from society that they're not supposed to express themselves or be full of emotion. But the balancing of the energies, the divine masculine and feminine within ourselves, because we both embody the divine masculine and feminine, is saying you get to be soft and hard. You get to be light and dark. You get to be logical and intuitive. You get to be both. And that's the balance that you need to go through from your higher self to your physical self. That is the balancing of energies that both divine masculine and feminines can embrace in society. What role does self-discipline and accountability play in honoring the divine masculine within us? How can we honor the divine masculine within us? Right, the Page of Wands. Embracing that sense of playfulness, as the divine masculines so often do. Like sometimes we scold the divine masculines for, you know, being so playful and immature. But the thing is, they have this element of self-discipline. But the reason that they can be logical, be accountable, be self-disciplined is because they can play and they can honor their creativity. And when they've disturbed this balance, well, then they're not honoring the divine masculines. And this is vice versa for the divine feminines too. If you're too busy in your nurturing energy, if you're too busy in your giving, then you're not able to practically, tangibly take those balanced energies of action, of aligned action, of play, so you can honor the divine masculine within yourself. So both of these need raising awareness so you can honor that discipline and accountability between the both of you. This is basically this energetic exchange. I'm seeing like the figure of 8, the infinity sign that is just regulating on constantly. So how can we connect? How can we cultivate deeper connections with our inner warrior, our protector, as manifestations of the divine masculine? So how can we connect and deepen that connection of our inner warrior and protector? This is about regaining the opportunity to sow new seeds in the direction of what you want to manifest. Now, I had a message from a client the other day, and she said something that I had said ages ago, right? I didn't expect her to remember, but I also know that she does remember quite a bit. I think that that message that came through is just to say, we are okay. We have to honor that things will pivot, that you can change your mind. But what this is saying is you're cultivating your ability to keep manifesting in this world, even if you once wanted something and you've received it and you've no longer wanted it anymore, that's okay. Cultivate the ability for you to manifest that. Cultivate your ability to change your mind, to upregulate when you have new information. You're going to want different things. And what messages does the divine masculine have for us regarding personal responsibility and integrity? So we've got the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Swords. The divine masculines do want you to know that they have persevered through this connection. We've got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. They have integrity regarding this connection. They have this sense of discipline and perseverance, but they also have had very hard-hitting truths and realities that have knocked them off their feet just recently. So what I'm seeing is the divine masculine does want us to know that it may not seem as if they're doing anything, but actually the universe has got them in a headlock. What ways can we support men's emotional well-being and holistic development in alignment with the principles of the divine masculine? What ways can we support men's emotional well-being and holistic development in alignment with the principles of the divine masculine? Now, we've got the 3-3. Holy crap. Didn't I say at the beginning of the reading I was seeing 1-3-3-3? The divine masculines are needing to support their emotional alignment, holistic development with their own higher selves through visiting the 333, basically. 333 angel numbers is reminding us that things are quickly moving forward. And this is a powerful message to say you are aligned with the divine energy. You are on the right path. You are being called to expand your spiritual, personal, or financial growth. So this is basically saying, have this positive mindset in your natural abilities, divine masculines. So the only way we can support the emotional well-being and holistic development of the divine masculines is allowing them to go through their own path, go through their own self-expression, their growth, their manifestation. Allow yourself to encourage them to have a positive mindset, to not energetically say, why is this taking too long? Let this be how it's supposed to be, because the divine guidance and protection is around this connection. So number 333 is a sign of divine guidance and protection in your love life. So it can be a symbol of joy, of playfulness, of spiritual experiences. But basically it's saying that it appears you found your twin flame soulmate, and you are evolving this on a deeper level. Keep your heart open for the both of you. Communicate honestly and trust the power of those emotions. So their emotional well-being is indicative of your emotional well-being. When I said earlier that there is constant mirroring between the both of you, well, how are you able to honor that within yourself? Because you are mirroring one another in this 3-3. You're waiting for one another, you're building with one another, but you're also moving forward together. So this is another 7 card. So we've got 3-3-3, we've got 7-7-7 on the table. These are the numbers that you probably are seeing at this time, giving you the confirmation that things are exactly in alignment. You know, nothing has gone wrong, as I said at the beginning of the Divine Masculine reading. So how can we harness the energy of ambition and drive in service of the greater good, guided by the principles of the Divine Masculine? If anybody knows what the principles of the Divine Masculine are, please do let me know. But you know, the funny thing, we had the Hierophant at the start of the Divine Feminine reading, but now we've got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck for the Divine Masculines. In harnessing their own ambition, energy is to go upwards into their higher selves. But we've also got the Four of Wands. So now we have the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands on the table. This is progress. This progress that I'm seeing for the Divine Masculines is saying when you're guided by those principles, let's actually see, you know, what are the principles? Oh, I cannot spell right now. So what are the principles of Divine Masculine? Just to kind of understand, it is manifestation of the main male energy within, complementing the Divine Feminines, you know. Action, leadership, proactive approach to life, assertiveness. I feel like this is very generic. It's not really giving us a clear answer of what these principles are, but in alignment of leadership, in alignment of action, in alignment of service, what I'm seeing is the connection between the Divine Masculines and their higher self, the Divine Feminines and their higher self. This surge of ambition, this drive, this need to support others, to be in service of the greater good. And your service to the greater good could simply be being kind to somebody else, smiling to a stranger, you know, receiving a compliment. Being in service to the greater good is going to be relative. But also, when you're guided by this clear intention of marriage, union, commitment, this is actually saying when you're harnessing those ambitions, you have to come into union in this lifetime, because otherwise the mission is going to be aborted. Like, you can't abandon the mission, which is why you need to come together in order to create the service of a greater good. So you're able to be of service for the greater good individually. But what this is saying is the more and more you tap into your higher self, the more and more you're aligning in the 5D, 6D, however many Ds there are. And you're actually bringing into this sense of commitment, loyalty, union, harmony, balance, because you need to be together to be in service of the greater good. So last question, what does the rising of the Divine Masculine signify for the collective consciousness and our evolutionary journey as individuals and as a society? Let me read that out again. What does the rising of the Divine Masculine signify for the collective consciousness and our evolutionary journey as individuals and a society? The 10 of Pentacles, the third time the 10 of Cups and Pentacles have come out, basically, and the 6 of Wands. What does the rising of the Divine Masculine signify for the collective consciousness and our evolutionary journey as individuals and society? Abundance, victory. That is it. The grand rising of Divine Masculines in this lifetime for collective consciousness. There is no clearer message apart from the Sun for the Divine Feminines at the beginning. The whole reason of you rising to the Divine Masculine energy, Divine Masculines, is for the abundance of creative consciousness, is for victory in the evolutionary journey. You are no pressure. You are being given the opportunity to be victorious, not only in your domain, but for the entire collective consciousness. So no wonder you were freaked out and you ran away and you weren't sure, because your soul knows there's a lot of pressure on you. So of course you need to be put back in the fire, molded and molded again, just like a sword does. It needs to be pounded and molded into something that can be sharpened. You, divine masculines, are being refined and sharpened. You won't be able to do anything until your sword is in perfect alignment for the work that you need to do. Your consciousness, your rising, is affecting every single person around you, but every single person in this lifetime. We are all interconnected. So what we're seeing is the grand rising of the divine masculine is going to affect the whole human consciousness. It's going to be victorious for the evolutionary journey in this lifetime. And now that is a profound message to end on. If you resonated with this, please let me know in the comments box. If you don't want to comment, click the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, hit subscribe. I'm sending you so much love. Bye for now.